Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for brandonsimmons.biz, and this is my weekly NFL column, Black Quarterback. And I'm just coming through, dropping off my divisional round picks for this weekend. Going to be really quick because I got a little cold, but these some cold ass games they got going on. So first off, I want to talk about the Denver Broncos hosting the Buffalo Bills. Denver been one of the better teams this year, reaching up to the number one seed. Uh, kind of not even that much of a surprise, really. And also kind of being the first team in 9 years to win the AFC West outside of the Kansas City Chiefs. Buffalo Bills, once again, Josh Allen carrying this team throughout the season as well as throughout the playoffs. Um, back to back quarterback sneaks in which he literally got carried into the end zone or towards the end zone to win that game. So um, Bills doing Bill things or Bills still doing Josh Allen things. Um, Broncos defense, as I mentioned, number one seed, quietly one of the better defenses in the league as well. You talk about guys in that front seven like Nick Benito, but you also got guys like Hufunga, the safety that used to play for the 49ers. He's over there doing things. Um, it's a young team overall, but they really have an experienced coach. That's where all their playoff experience rests um, with Sean Payton. So um, obviously Payton's been to multiple playoffs, conference championship here and there, won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So that's where all their postseason experience lies. As far as the Bills' postseason experience, it's it's been a roller coaster to say the least. Um, Probably when you think about the Buffalo Bills, the one thing that people point to is the game against Kansas City that sparked all the playoff, all the new playoff rules. But also you can think about the game where they beat the Ravens last year um, when they when when Mark Andrews dropped the pass. So it's really been an up and down postseason ride in the Josh Allen era for the Buffalo Bills, and that's why I'm going to give them this game. Buffalo's postseason history is just more battle tested. This Denver Broncos team, yeah, they have all the experience that can be instilled with Sean Payton, but I mean, he can only instill so much. This Buffalo team has really experienced some highs and some lows, and even when they experience the lows, they've seen how to overcome them. You couple that with the times that they've been battle tested this year in some of the closer games. They're coming into the playoffs with a lot of momentum and looking on and they're focusing on trying to win a championship. Now that the road is kind of clear with no Mahomes and no Lamar Jackson, so look for the Buffalo Bills to be motivated by that and get this win. Next game is going to be the Seattle Seahawks hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Um, Seattle, just an underrated team from a competitive division, the NFC West, one of the toughest divisions in the NFL as it has been for a few years. Um, and that's in the same one as the 49ers, who are coming into this game overcoming a lot of injuries, like a lot of injuries. Like everybody's hurt. Hell, I got sick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a testament to that 49ers team on how they can overcome all that through the season and the playoffs. I mean, they lost Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? George Kittle, ironically, was out for a couple games during the regular season, and so it's a real testament to Kyle Shanahan and that coaching staff for holding this team together and getting them to this point of the postseason. Now, the couple things that derails me from either of these teams. Sam Darnold, he can either doom you or deliver you. So, the ironic part is he did beat the 49ers. Seahawks lost to the 49ers, actually, in their season opener, but they beat them in the season finale. Um, Same thing with the Rams. That epic comeback that they had on that Thursday night game against the Rams. Sam Darnold put them in that deficit, but he was able to deliver them in the fourth quarter. So I think definitely. So I think definitely it's going to come down on how much he dooms or delivers this team. As far as the 49ers, They lost George Kittle last week to an Achilles injury, and so it's one thing to deal with that, during the regular season, but during the playoffs, trying to scramble to figure that situation out, when you got a game like the very next week, it's going to be a lot for them. So to me, I think this game is going to go to the Seattle Seahawks. They're just too strong right now. They got all the health in the world compared to what the 49ers are going through. I mean, 49ers just had way too much to overcome as far as injuries go. Seattle Seahawks, they're just looking real tough. They had a cold little winning streak to end the game that included a comeback. It included a comeback win against the Rams, but also beating the division rivals to take the one seed and the excuse me, to take the one seed in the division when they beat the 49ers. So Seattle is just too strong right now. And it's not just Darnold and JSN. I think the X factor for them is going to be their backfield. Kenneth Parker and Zach Charbonnet going to be they're going to be really tough to deal with when it comes to coming out of that backfield. So especially in that weather. So definitely watch out for them. Here we go. Next game is going to be the New England Patriots hosting the Houston Texans. So, excuse me. So yeah, Patriots coming, both teams coming off a defensive game that carried their offenses. Patriots, they had 6 sacks on the Chargers, had a couple turnovers as well. Texans, they had I believe 4 sacks at least, and against the Steelers, and they really kind of pulled away in the fourth quarter of this game. That's when the offense kind of really turned things. The Texans offense really kind of turned things on to get the scoreboard going. So for me, Patriots offense kind of had the same issue. Um, they were, they were in that game against the Chargers, and it looked like at times they were moving the ball on the Chargers, but they just couldn't get nothing executed. So it was either a turnover or a punt, things like that. Same thing with the Texans. It looks like they had splashes of big plays, but they just couldn't get anything solidified. So I think with this game, I'm definitely going with the Texans. Um, for the Patriots, it's a new territory for them. Kind of similar to the Denver Broncos. They have it's a young team with an experienced coach. Mike Vrabel, he's been to the postseason, countless times or whatever. But just last year, the Patriots team, they only had a handful of wins, and so now it's Drake May's second year. You know what I'm saying? They learned how to win in the regular season, but learning how to win in the postseason is going to be completely different. They did not show no sign of that. Uh, well, I can't even say that because they won the game, but they didn't show no sign of like real dominance. You know what I'm saying? As expected for a team that's ranked that high to face a team ranked that low. So, and that's to be expected. Probably for a new playoff team. But the Texans, they're locked in. Their coach, their quarterback, together for the last 3 seasons. Each time they make the postseason, so they're comfortable with each other. A lot of these guys on this team, they've, what I'm saying, they're comfortable with, D'Amico, kind of coaching how he needs to coach, whether it's on defense or offense. So there's no real surprises with this team. For most of the season, the offense has either been up or they either been down. But in the games they won, which has kind of been the same thing, they've always found a way to just assist the defense. So I think that happens in this game in particular. And so just look out for the Texans to continue to have a dominant defense, but also watch out for their offense to kind of replicate some of the success they had on offense last week. So that means no turnovers in this game for the Texans offense. So just look for the Texans to win this game. So final game, the Chicago Bears hosting the Los Angeles Rams. So this is going to be this might be the game of the week, honestly. This might be the game of the week, honestly. Bears staged a comeback, second half comeback against the Packers last weekend, which is crazy because they also staged one against the Packers during the regular season. Rams last week, they almost had a repeat of their Week 13 loss to the Carolina Panthers, but they held strong. You know what I'm saying? So Matthew Stafford, he was playing at his MVP level in this game. Made a crazy throw to get the go-ahead game-winning score at the end to Cody Parkinson. Um, Caleb Williams, he put on a show. I think he had like 194 in the fourth quarter, you know what I'm saying? And a response from Little Wayne, of all people. So, to me, I think the Rams are definitely going to take this game. I don't expect it to be a blowout on either end, even though the Rams have the experience, not just with coaching, but with a lot of those players. You know what I'm saying? I think most of those guys were on there um, with the Super Bowl team. You know, the Rams team that won the Super Bowl a few years ago. So, um, definitely going to be looking forward. Definitely believe that the Rams have this particular game locked up. Um, it's just going to be really, it's just going to be really tough because the Bears, they're going to fight. It's no question that the Bears are going to put up a fight. They've been doing this all year. It's like they love to catch a deficit and try to challenge themselves, come back from it. It's crazy. But that's what they've been doing like all year. So if the Bears are down, just kind of, it's going to be a lot of nail biting. So nobody's going to be pretty much worried. Everybody's going to be expecting them to come back. The Bears are going to be expecting them to come back, and I think that's where the Rams really have to shine. Like they cannot take their foot off the gas with this Bears team. They I don't they're not built to take their foot off the gas of of the Bears team. I think they will put it full throttle to this team and pull off with this win. So that's all I got for y'all this week. Just to review, got the Bills taking out the Broncos. I got the Seahawks taking out the 49ers. Texans over the Patriots, and I got Rams over the Bears. So, those are my picks for this week. I'm Brandon Simmons from brandonsimmons.biz. Y'all stay healthy out there. Holla black.